Wow, finally it is here, and I have a bunch of things over here. I've listed them over here. I'm going to be teaching you in this short course, right? So this is going to be like the day one of the Forex trading course. I promise all of you, and I'm going to be dropping it every week. Every week you have a lesson to learn and practice, because the more you practice, the more you have time to practice whatever I've taught, the more you'll be able to process the next one that I'll be teaching, because it is like a chain. One lesson leads to the other, so you have to be good at one before you come onto the second one. So yeah, this is going to be like the day one of it. Testing mic 1 2. So having said that, I'm just going to walk you through the things I've been able to put down here on a paper. I'm going to take you through them on my PC, right? They are basic stuff, and like I promised earlier, or like I said earlier, like a warning I gave out earlier, the things I'm going to teach you are very simple. But then if you make a little mistake trying to add something to it to complicate something, then the whole thing is not going to work for you. All right, that is how come this particular video is going to be from the very basics of forex trading. But when I'm talking about the basic, I'm not referring to definition of terms and stuff like that. Of course, those things you can actually go on Google or ChatGPT, get to learn what we call lot size, pips, how to calculate pips and stuff like that. Right, you can learn exotic pairs, major pairs, commodities, metals and stuff like that. ChatGPT is there to help you, and of course I've also made a previous video on those things, but they are not on this YouTube channel. You can find them on my Telegram channel over there, so the link is going to be in the description of this video. Go check out, they are pre-recorded videos in my Telegram channel, so yeah, go check them out. And yeah, that's going to be it. So I think let's get to business. So today we're going to talk about three main things, right? So the first one is basically the basic concept of forex trading, and the next one is going to be like the tools that you need to get started in forex trading. Then we also have a look at the trends. Yes, this is one of the most important things that most of us try to overlook when it comes to forex trading, the trend. And there is a popular saying that the trend is your friend, and somebody will add to it that until it stabs you in the back. All right, that's just by the way. Let's get to the main tutorial for today. I'm going to put my mic down, and I hope you're going to hear my voice. Actually, that's better. Now let's go ahead and look at the first thing that we have over here. That is the basic concept of forex trading. Now if we talk about forex trading, what comes to your mind? Let me just type it over here. All right, forex trading. The basic thing about forex trading that you should know is that what forex trading is basically about buying and selling. Okay, it has to do with buying and selling. Sorry, I'll be using this board to be teaching you a lot of things, so get used to it, guys. Get used to it. Buying and what? Selling. It's basically about buying and selling. That is what it is about. Now, in both cases, you are either going to make money or lose money. Those are the two things involved. You are either going to make money or you're going to lose money. Now, when do you make money and when do you lose money? Let's tackle it. Of course, these are the very, very basics of forex trading. Now, you make money in terms of buying. Let me just, okay, all right. So in terms of buying, the only time that you are going to make money is when you predicted that I'm using prediction for maybe lack of the right word. The only time you're going to make money is when price is moving up and you happen to buy. All right, the only time you make money when you are buying is what? When you buy from a certain price, then price decides to move above that particular price that you bought from. For instance, let's assume you bought from a level like here. Okay, let's assume you bought from a level over here. My drawing is bad. So let's assume you actually bought from here. Then all of a sudden, price decided to go up like this. That means you'll be making money at the end of the day. That is for the buy. But at the same time, when you happen to buy from here, all right, so let me clear off this. When you happen to buy from here, from this level, and price decided to actually push down, right, price decided to actually go down like this. If you buy from here, you are expecting price to go up, but price end up coming down. That is a time you will be losing money. So like I said, there are two things involved. You either lose money or make money. So there are two things involved, and those are the two things. When you buy from this level, your expectation is that what? Price has to go up, all the way up, right? All the way up like this. But instead, price decides to go down here. And if this thing is happening, that means you will be losing money at the end of the day. Now let's talk about, the sell. All right, when do you make money? When we are selling. All right, so to talk about the sell, let's also use this. So selling, our expectation is that what? The price of an asset or given currency pair should draw down. Once again, if you don't know what a currency pair is, go into the video description, click on the Telegram channel link, go into the Telegram channel and learn about those basic stuff, or just use Google and learn about those basic stuff, right? When you are selling, your expectation is that what? Price has to go down. Price has to go down, and this is it. This is what you are expecting. You are expecting price to keep going down like this. This is your expectation in the market. All right, this is what you are expecting. So let's assume you happen to buy from an area, you happen to sell from an area like this, meaning your expectation for price is to drop and come all the way down here. All right, it's to drop and keep going down. That is the only time you'll be able to make money. But then what if price decided to actually do the opposite and go up instead of coming down? When this thing happens, then you start to lose money. So this is the basic concept of forex trading. All right, and thankfully we have something we call risk management, and when we get to that part, I'll share more light on that for you. All right, and one thing I also want to leave with you before we move on to the next thing is that what? In forex trading, you are not always going to be right. There are times you lose money and there are times you make money. But what is most important in this game is that you stick to one particular thing and use that thing over and over again, become good at it, and never get yourself bothered when sometimes it doesn't play out as you expected. All right, and like I said, there's something called risk management. When we get to that part, everything will click for you, because you can have a good winning rate, but if you're not good at risk management, you will be found wanting at the end of the day. Guys, this thing I'm teaching you over here, you have to pay close attention to it and learn it very well, right? So yeah, that is a basic concept of forex trading, the buying and selling. That is what we do in a forex market. Now, straightforward, I'm going to talk a little bit. I'm not going to spend time on this. The tools that you need to trade forex, you need, let me see if I can just list them somewhere. All right, let me just see if I can list them over here. So the first, you need trading view. That's for analysis. You need MT5 or MT4, but I use MT5. So MT5 for executing trades, right? For entering positions. What again do you need? You need a broker, of course. You need a broker that will connect you to the financial market actually. So with all this, there's going to be a link in the video description that will guide you out. And one last thing I would love to add is a crypto platform, all right? Crypto exchange, whereby we can just use it to, we can use it to buy our crypto coin to deposit into our trading account to trade with, all right? So all these 4 stuff I've listed over here, you have the link to them in the video description. Go ahead, sign up on them and start using them, right? So those are the tools that you need right now to actually start trading. They are very, very simple, right? Very simple. Now the next thing that I was talking about, which is the most important thing for me regarding this video, and I'll show you more about it over here, but for now I'm going to show you just a drawing. I'm going to give you like a textbook representation. Then when we come back to the chart over here, then I give you more info, right? So we are here. What we are going to talk about is trend. Yeah, we're going to talk about trends. Now, what are the trends in the market? There are two basic trends in the market. Now, what are trends in the forex market? Trends are basically directions of price movement. Now, we have 3 basic directions. Price could be going up, or we could see price coming down. Those are the 2 major directions in the market. And there is a third one we have where price could just be bouncing off between 2 levels, where price is neither going up nor coming down. Price is only bouncing between a given level like this. That is what we are going to talk about right now. So let me just clear off this now. So let's talk about the uptrend. The uptrend is when we have something like this: price forming, going up, coming down, going up, coming down like this, going up, coming down, going up, coming down, and like that. That's what we call an uptrend. All right, I think let me label it over here. Uptrend. This is uptrend, right? Why is it uptrend? Let's identify some things. We have some things we call break of structure, right? Like this, this, and this. A break of structure, simply price breaking above a previous high and keep going up. So price broke above this high, went up, came down, broke above this particular high again, went up, came down, and did the same thing. So this break of structure to the upside is what is giving us what we call the uptrend. Now, there are names that we do give to this thing. We have names like higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Now, let me break it down for you, all right? I'm going to take my time and break that down for you. Let's assume the only information we have is this. At the moment, all these things are not shown over here. The only information we have is this one. How would you call this particular place? You would definitely call it a high, right? Price moved from the down here to the top here before coming down. And this is the only thing you are saying. So the top over here is definitely a high, right? It's definitely a high. So let's just give it a name, high. So this top here is a high. Now, what if you also say something like this? All right, I'm trying to let you understand something right now. What if you've also said something just like this over here? You are definitely going to call this place a low. This place is going to be what? Our low. It's as simple as that. So this is a high and this is a low. Now let's draw to continue all this thing, right? I'm going to pick this. Now this, from this high, it came down. Then what happened? What you are seeing over here is the same as what is formed over here. So this place becomes what? A low. All right, this place becomes a low. It becomes a low, right? And what if the next move happen, comes down like this? Then this place becomes what? A high, but then it is higher than this previous high. So in this case, we are going to call this higher high. All right, let me represent the higher high with double H, right? HH, that is a higher high. Now we have a high, then we went ahead to have a higher high. There's a low over here. Now let's proceed and see what is going to happen over here as well. Now price moved and came down here, then decided to move what? Move up again. Don't forget, we are talking about uptrend, so everything is going up. Now once this move happened, how do you think we are going to call this place? This is definitely a low, just like this one, but then this low is higher than this previous low, just as this high was higher than this previous high. So in this case, we are going to give this one what we call higher low. Once again, these are the basic things of forex trading you need to know, because the trend is what is going to help you in this game very much. So let's give this one higher low. All right, HL for higher low. All right, we're going to name it HL for higher low. Now this higher low, higher high will continue. All right, will continue till price decided to move in the opposite direction. So basically, this place is what? A higher high, higher high, higher high, right? And this down here, we have higher low, higher low, higher low over here. That's what I want you to understand. So whenever you see or somebody mention an uptrend, let it come to your mind that what? It is a direction in which we see price going up. And in the upward movement, we have what we call the higher highs and higher lows in the market. And price keeps doing what? Price keeps breaking structure to the upside. This is a break of structure, a break of structure. Don't worry if you don't know what a break of structure is. I think we're going to talk about it much more when we move further in this course. There are some break of structures that are not valid, and there are some that are actually valid. So we're going to talk about those things in the subsequent video. I don't want this video to keep long actually. Now if you understand this, then let's quickly move on to the next one, which is going to be a downtrend. And a downtrend is basically the opposite of what we just saw. A downtrend, we're going to have something like this: price coming down here, pushing up, coming down, pushing up, coming down, pushing up, coming down, pushing up, coming down. This is what you are going to see in a downtrend, right? And you're going to also have the break of structure, but then it's to the downside. Price breaking a structure down here, down here, down here like this, down here like this. Now if you want to label this, we're going to have the same thing that we described earlier, like the highs and the lows that we described earlier. I want to bring it here for you again, and this particular one too, where we have this to be the low, we have this to be the low. So we're basically talking about highs and lows in the market right now. So this is a low, and this place is going to be our high. This point is our high, and this point is our low. Now if you combine these two together, you're going to see the formation over here. All right, so this part over here, all right, this part over here, let me see, particular area over here is going to be what? A low. And this particular area over here too is going to be a low. All right, this is also a low, this is also a low, this is also a low, and the top over here, it's a high. This place too is a high. But then apart from these first two over here, these other ones, they have a different name. Now let's try to name them and see. So I'm going to use H for a high. So H, I'm going to leave it over there. Good. Then L for a low, right? Leaving that one too over there. Then if you look at this, what happened? What happened? This is a high, and this is also a high. But looking at this high, and this particular one, you would realize that this particular one is lower than this. So we call this one lower high. So lower high, I'm going to represent it with LH, lower high. All right, lower high. And when you come to the down over here, This is a low, but it's lower than what? The previous low. So this one we are going to call it what? Lower low. All right. We're going to call this one lower low. Lower low, let me represent it with LL. All right. So you realize all these things forming over here, they are lower low, lower low. And this particular one, we have higher high and lower high and lower high. Sorry about that. We have lower high, lower high. That is what we have. Now if you take it back to the previous one that we had, over here we have what? Let me see if you can see the two of them. Over here we have higher high, but here we have lower low, and we have higher low, but over here we have what? Lower high. That is something you need to know about, these two trends. One is going down, one is going down like this. That is the downtrend. All right, that's a downtrend. Now if you get into deeper things, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to, most of the time you will not see me calling this in lower high, lower low, or even higher high, higher low stuff. No, you wouldn't see me referring to them like as I've illustrated over here. I'm going to just be calling them swing highs and swing lows in the market. Yes, I want you to get used to that as well. Probably when we go further, you understand why I call them swing highs, swing lows. Once again, I'm trying to make everything simple. That's the goal, so that everybody can understand and follow. Now quickly, let's talk about the last basic trend that we have that I want you to know of. Now this is it. All right, there is a trend we have like this: price going up, coming down, going up, coming down, going up, coming down, going up, coming down, like this. Now who can tell me actually what exactly is going on over here? All right, can you tell me the direction of this market just by looking at it? What do you think is the direction of it? Is it going up or is coming down? Yeah, your time starts ticking. Leave the answer in the comment section and let me check it out. Is it going down or is going up? All right, whatever you have as an answer, let's check it out together. Now this market is not having any given direction at all, guys. It's not having any given direction at all, and that is what I want you to take note of. It's not having any direction at all. So this is what we call a consolidating market or ranging market. It basically has no direction. And let me just give you this tip: you will never see me trading in this market. I trade only trending markets, either bullish market or bearish market. Once again, if you don't know what a bullish or bearish market is, just Google it. You'll find out those things, right? I only trade an uptrend or a downtrend market that is trending, right? So I don't trade these things, right? So I think I'm going to actually stop over here. But then before I go, let me just show you something on a chart before I go quickly. I think I'm going to just copy something over here and use for you to show you something. So if you go here, if you come here, I want an empty space, right, over here like this. Let me see if I can paste this over here. All right, good. All right, I'm going to use this to be illustrating something for you right now. If you look at what I showed you earlier about the uptrend, you can see price moving this way, coming down, moving up like this, coming down, going like this. That is the exact thing I was explaining to you using the mere drawing. Now this is how it happened in real life. All right, there's a textbook explanation of things and there is real life explanation of things. Okay, there is a textbook explanation of things and there is a real life explanation of things that you need to know. All right, so that's basically one thing that you need to know. The above over here, all right, these things are basically breakup structures in the market, and like I said, these things I wouldn't call them lower low or lower high or so ever. I'm just going to be referring to them as a swing high or swing low in a market so that it becomes basic for everybody to understand. Example, this place I'll call it a swing low, and this particular place I'll call it a swing high. And if you go further to, this is a swing low, this is a swing high, this is a swing low, this is a swing high, this is a swing low. I'm going to be explaining all of this to you, but for now this is going to be it for it. The video is keeping long. I don't want it to be that long, right? So this is going to be all, and I'll see you in the next part of this course that I'm rolling out. Next part of this course comes out next week, so just go ahead, hit that subscribe button on this video, also like the video and turn on notifications so that if I upload the next course, you are not going to actually miss it out, right? You will see I've taken my time to actually talk slowly. I don't know, yeah, some people say I talk fast, I don't know, but I've spoken slowly so that you could actually grab the concept, get to understand everything that I'm saying. But then if there's something you don't get, let me know in the comment section and I'll try my best to help you out. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bless up.